everybody. Welcome back to Practical Job Search with James. Today I want to talk to you about skill statements on your resume, what to keep in mind when you're building them, and just how to go about it. So many of us, we have amazing skills, amazing experiences, but we don't know the first thing about kind of presenting that on a resume. Okay, so in a skill statement, it's important to not only introduce the skill, but also talk about how you've used that skill for employers. Okay, well, I need to correct myself there. Not only how you've used that skill for employers, but how you've used that skill volunteering, how you've used that skill in school, how you've used that skill in other places I'm not even thinking of right now. Okay, so when you're presenting a skill on a resume, what I want you to keep in mind is to when someone's reading that, you want them to not only understand what the skill is, you want them to understand how you've used it in the past, and also through that they can infer how they think you're going to use that in the future. That's the whole point. You don't want to be overly generic. So for example, if I said, if I'm listing skills, I said Microsoft Office, team player, customer service, fill in the blank. Those skills, yes, they're good to have, but what does that really mean, right? So I'll give you an example of a skill statement that I kind of committed to memory, because when I first got into career development, I had the privilege of presenting job search workshops, and I had a lot of material that I got to utilize and work with, which was great. It really helped me build my foundation to learn what is important in job search and how to convey that to others. And a skill statement that I committed to memory was about training staff. Now, if I just had on my resume skilled in training staff, again, that's not really telling the employer anything. But if I said accomplished in training 6 new staff over a 12-month period, resulting in a 25% increase in customer satisfaction, that is going to tell them so much. Now they know what the skill is. They know what kind of scale that I used that on. Did I train 50 staff? Did I train 1 staff? No, I trained 6 staff. Well, how long did I train them for? Well, I know from that I trained them for 12 months. Wonderful. But that begs the question, did I do a good job, right? Was my training any good? Well, I know it was good because after that, I seen a 25% increase in customer satisfaction. Okay, so ideally, you want to paint that picture with each skill statement you have. Okay, some skill statements are going to be easier than others to kind of add that detail to, and there might be some where you won't be able to add that much detail. However, you always want to add some sort of scope and size to it, right? So instead of Microsoft Office skills, I might say advanced Microsoft Office skills, adept at making, pivot tables and interactive XYZ on Microsoft Excel, or what could another example be here? Instead of saying I have customer service skills, I might say strong customer service skills, having spent 5 years dealing with escalations while working at blank, right? You're kind of getting those little extra tidbits of information that you don't have to really think too hard about. That's just your story, your history, right? Put yourself in the employer's shoes and ask yourself, well, what questions do I think they'd have for me around this skill? Well, they probably want to know what I did with it, how long I did with it, maybe where I was. You can kind of toss those little nuggets of information in. So whether you're building your highlights section and you're putting those skills in, or whether you are actually putting in your skills-based or combination-based resume skill sections, you want to keep those things in mind. You don't want to create more questions in the employer. You want to start to give some answers. And again, all of that for the whole idea of building confidence in the employer that they think you're going to be able to do the job. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. I hope that helped a bit. I will put some examples of skill statements and in the description, and if I can find some good resources that I'm confident in passing forward, I will put that in the description as well. And I hope you all have a really great one, And please do remember to build in self-care in your job search routine. Remember when times are getting tough that you're only one yes away. One yes can change everything for you getting forward, moving forward to that job that you're really looking to do. And I hope you have a great one, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.